see you there. I was so focused on
optimally managing my time.
But since you're here, my name is Tasha, mom turned minimalist, and it's currently 8 a.m. While most people are just getting up at this time, I actually have managed to already run 5 miles, do 50 pull-ups, drink a whole gallon of water, read 5 books, solve the world's hunger problems, and now I sit before you, filming my 4th video of the day. You may be wondering, how am I able to accomplish so many worthwhile endeavors within the first 2 hours of waking up? Well, I am here to tell you it is all about optimal time management. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I just wanted to share with you some time management tips that have helped me to make the most of my days and get a lot more done in smaller amounts of time than I ever have in the past. A lot of it has to do with streamlining my tasks and really deciding how to get the most bang for my buck, or in this case, for my time. This is just what has worked for me, especially in this past year. It's allowed me to carve out time to do this whole YouTube thing. Also, I've been able to amass new skills and knowledge as I prepare to take over a corner of the world. But I digress. Back to the topic at hand. The first thing that has helped me with time management was to change my mindset about time. I now keep in the forefront of my mind that time is a limited resource. As Brian Tracy says in his book, change your thinking, change your life. Everything you do requires your time. Your choices on how you spend your time will determine the quality of your life, both today and in the future. This thinking has helped me to downsize and outsource things that don't represent the best use of my time. I'm not pro level at this yet, as I can still be found on the Facebook and the IG sharing memes that I find amusing, but overall, the things that I consume on those platforms have helped me to level up the quality of my life. Before starting an activity or a task, I try to ask myself, does this activity lead me closer to the quality of life that I wish to have? If the answer is no, then I don't bother with it. Now, with that mindset, I start by writing down the things that need to be done each day. I usually take care of this the night before. It actually helps me to sleep better because I've already got a plan for when I wake up, and I know where to start when I get up in the morning. I have found in my personal experience that if I do not write down the things that need to be done, I will wake up the next day and wander aimlessly and basically waste a whole day not doing much of anything. Before we continue on, I just wanted to let you know that this video is a part of an awesome monthly Mega Motivation playlist run by Dawn the Minimal Mom, in which a whole bunch of awesome minimalist ladies share different tips and tricks. So please make sure that you check out all the other videos in this playlist, which I will link below and also at the end of this video. What I have learned is that time and money are both things you really need to plan out, because if you don't, you will run out of both of them. But once you write all the things down, it doesn't stop there. You have to distinguish which of those things actually matter in the big picture of life. It's basically distinguishing between the vital few and the trivial many. Do you know about that dude Pareto? He came up with Pareto's principle. And it basically talks about how 80% of your results will come from 20% of your activities. So if you have 10 items listed, 2 of those 10 items will be more worthwhile than all the other 8 combined, because they will give you 80% of your results. Those are the vital few. But please note, those items in the 20% are usually the most challenging and require the most work. The other 80% are usually activities that are of little importance in the big scheme of things. Thus, those are the trivial many. And you don't want to spend all your time on those. You can also find this discussed in depth in the book by Greg McKeown. It's called Essentialism. It kind of goes with the whole minimalism thing, right? You gotta kind of weed out distractions or things that don't really matter so that you can focus on the things that do matter. It's kind of all of that. It's all intertwined.
Yay, minimalism.
Also, to further drive this point home, there's another book by Gary Keller called The One Thing. And it talks about how when you look at your list of things to do, you can ask yourself,
what's the one thing I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary?
Then, once you figure that out, you do it first. I need to stop playing with this. It's kind of a distraction. Sometimes we waste so much of our time on many low energy, low effort things because we are dreading doing the big things because those are hard. In other words, we dread eating the frog, which is also another good book by Brian Tracy. But all the time that we spend dilly-dallying and stuff, if we had just tackled that big thing in the first place, we would have been done and we would have been fine and it would have been over already, rather than just wasting the whole day dreading it. So, how do I go about applying this to a typical day? Well, after writing down the things that I think I need to do, I take a look at my list and I ask myself, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? In other words, what is the one thing that could give me the highest return on energy? Check in with yourself throughout the day and make sure you are staying on track. Focus on the quality of the tasks versus the quantity of the tasks. Because I don't know about you, but I've had so many days where I did so much stuff and at the end of the day, I still felt like nothing really got done because I was only doing the stuff that didn't really matter. Also, I was giving in to a lot of distractions because I thought it was like a stress reliever, but at the end of the day, I was more stressed because
I didn't do the things I was supposed to do.
it only took me like 38 years to realize this, guys. Anyway, this is how I honestly started my YouTube channel. I'd get up really early and just jump right into writing or planning or editing. I'd only find like an hour or two there before my kids or my spouse would wake up. But that was a super productive hour because nobody was bothering me at like 5:30 in the morning. By being able to do it first thing in the morning, especially since making YouTube videos is like something that makes my heart sing, I feel really restless and kind of like sad if I'm not able to get my editing in or get my filming in or my planning in. Like the rest of the day, I feel like empty, like I didn't get to express my heart. Sometimes I also have deadlines at work and it's for hard things, but if I'm able to get up early and just tackle it first thing, even before I get into actual work, it usually takes less time and I'm able to get it done. And by the time I get into work, I'm already like super accomplished and awesome. But yeah, with all of that said, what is it that you really want to get done each day? Is there something looming over your head? Is there something you want more time to do? Or maybe even creatively, do you feel like you just don't have time to do something creative that you've been wanting to do for months or years? Find a way to just do it first. And then let the rest of the day fall as it will. But usually, if you do it first, you feel so much better the rest of the day and you just get a whole bunch of stuff done. In terms of being able to make the most of your time, I'd like to challenge you to try writing all the things down. Do it the night before and already determine what are the most important things. What's the one thing you could start your day with that would then make the rest of your day even more awesome? Once it's done, move on to the next thing and then the next. You will be surprised, especially if you start early in the day, even just an hour earlier than maybe you're used to doing stuff. By the time other people are waking up, you've already had a full day. Guys, I want to let you in on a secret. Come closer, a little closer. It's not that you have too many things to do. It's probably just that you haven't filtered out the things that actually matter the most. Minimalism. Also, just as a reminder, there are things that seem important, but I promise you, if you don't do them or you delegate them to someone else, the world will not explode. Everything will be a-okay, I promise, and you'll get to keep your sanity too. So, what are your favorite time management tips? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Speaking of comments, here's a featured comment from my recent game board declutter. Thanks so much, Thomas Cook, for the kind words. Glad to have won you over in 21 seconds. This video is dedicated to my dad, who recently passed away from prostate cancer. I love and miss him, and I just wanted to say thank you to all of you guys for your care and concern during this time. It really means a lot. I'm so thankful to have connected with all of you guys through YouTube. The community that we're building has been awesome, and I look forward to getting back in the groove and making some more videos. There's a lot, obviously, that's been going on. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.